You wanna know what was one of my biggest childhood regrets? Well, I have a lot of them. When it comes to gaming, one of them has to be not getting into a series as charming and calming as Animal Crossing. I remember a few of my friends from elementary and middle school fawning over this series, saying that it was great and that Animal Crossing New Leaf was one of the best games on the 3DS. Now, I didn't play New Leaf as a kid because A, it didn't have a 3DS at the time, and B, I was a fucking stupid contrarian who hated everything that was popular. No, I didn't get into Animal Crossing until last year. The game shared New Horizons on my Switch, and for the first couple of months, I absolutely loved it. I liked catching all the bugs and the fishes and finding all the fossils. I liked decorating my island and my home. I wanted to get close to all of my villagers and learn everything about them. Terraforming was as fun as it was stressful, but then something weird began to happen. Once I finished terraforming and decorating, the game left me with a weird feeling of emptiness, like there was nothing else to do. My villagers kept saying the same things over and over every single day. There was no more good items in my store and in the tailor shop. I basically found everything I needed to give the Blathers. It's almost as if I beat Animal Crossing, which is a profoundly weird and surreal statement. I tried to find something new to do on my island, but it just made the feeling of emptiness grow more and more. Fast forward to Valentine's Day of this year, when my girlfriend bought me a copy of New Leaf on my 3DS that she gave me, and I really fucking loved it. Not as much as I love you. There's way more stuff to do, and the villagers feel like actual people, not some fucking mindless NPCs. Following playing New Leaf for a while, I went back to New Horizons to see how drastic the changes were between installments, and good fucking god, a New Leaf is so much better. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Now, this is going to be different from my Sonic 1 vs Sonic 4 video, considering that these games are from two entirely different genres and thus follow different criteria. So, I'm just going to list some things one game that's better than the other, and say whichever one is better overall at the end and why. So without further ado, let's get started. The only thing I fucking hate about New Leaf is that the building placement and the villagers who come are completely random. Random villagers appear in random places at random times, and unlike in New Horizons, I can't fucking change where anything in my town is located, and it irritates the fucking shit. Now, I can't put tiles on the floor, which can prevent villagers from moving in a specific spot, which is nice, but I still can't change where any of the buildings are, which negatively impacts any creative vision anyone would have for their town. Thankfully, New Horizons fixes this issue by letting you change the position of any home or any store at any time with a small loan of—
Oh, hell no!
Now, what exactly do I mean by more characters? When I say more characters, you probably think I'm referring to the number of villagers, right? Well, not exactly. When I say more characters, I mean the shop owners. Characters like the Nooklings, the Able Sisters, Blathers, Kix, Leaf, Wisp, etc, etc. While in New Horizons, the Nooklings, Blathers, and the Able Sisters do own their own places on your island, and the other Animal Crossing characters do pay occasional visits to your island. The amount of overall places in the game fucking pale in comparison to New Leaf. New Leaf has a fuck ton of stores belonging to Animal Crossing characters, even those who aren't even in New Horizons. Characters like Reese and Cyrus, Hell and Phyllis, and several other characters. New Leaf overall has more things for the player to come back to. When I finish decorating my town, there are still many things for me to do, like visit Tortimer's Island and work at Brewster's shop. New Horizons just doesn't have that. Once you finish terraforming your island, you're left with basically nothing. Sure, you can visit other people's islands. You can do the same thing in New Leaf on top of all the things I just mentioned. Speaking of things you can do, I want to address the lack of compelling updates in New Horizons and add my own unwanted opinion. There is this one character whose inexplicable exclusion from the game bothers the shit out of me. Their inclusion would fit perfectly with the theme of the game, but Nintendo decided to be retarded and not include him. Do you know which character I'm referring to? That's right, Cap'n. How in the ever-loving name of Jesus Christ do you not put him in the game? He, his family, and Tortimer literally live on deserted islands in New Leaf, and Tortimer hosts tropical-themed mini-games. They fit perfectly with the deserted island theme, and their exclusion boggles my goddamn mind. Come on, Nintendo, step up your fucking game. Oh, and Brewster would also make a good candidate too. I don't give a fuck, just give New Horizons some quality of life improvements that will keep the game from dying. Wait, what the fuck am I talking about? We got Pave and his probably racist dance. So what the fuck am I complaining about? Oh, and yeah, Nintendo, give Leaf and Kix their stores back. I am so fucking tired of there only being 2 real stores in the game, since that is the only reason I come back to this game after completing my island, and that's kinda sad. Originally, this segment wasn't even gonna be in my script. I decided to come back into it and make revisions to it after already recording my audio. I just felt like there was a lot more I could say about this game than I originally thought due to how underwhelming the game really is. But yeah, I really hate the villagers in this game. There are no real varieties to each villager. They all say the same thing. There is no real incentive to get different villagers because of this. Yeah, I know that's been a consistent problem with the Animal Crossing series as a whole, but it's made even worse in this game. In New Leaf, villagers felt different emotions. They did different things. They had different interactions. They had beef with other villagers. They asked you for favors. They asked you to stop by for visits. They played pranks. They felt like actual people, not some fucking NPC garbage. New Horizons slaps in the face of this and has the villagers say the same two phrases all the fucking time and has the same villagers with the other villagers at any time. In New Horizons, it doesn't matter exactly which villagers are talking. Conversation topics differ on villager types, not on the actual villagers themselves. That fucking sucks. While New Horizons is the ideal game in the series if all you care about is decorating your island and making it the exact place you want it to be with the exact villagers you want it to be, assuming you have the patience and the money for it. When it comes to decorating your island, yeah, New Leaf is the best game in the series, no doubt, but when it comes to the better overall experience, New Leaf is better. New Leaf is just a better overall experience with more things to do and more things to interact with. Now, before idiots start twisting my words saying that I want Animal Crossing to be a more action-filled game, I don't. Seriously, a game can have more content to it without it changing the genre. I don't want Animal Crossing to change the overall Animal Crossing formula. I just want there to be more things to do, like New Leaf. Not to mention the fact that all the things New Horizons added in the updates were things that were available in New Leaf from the very fucking beginning. But yeah, Animal Crossing New Horizons is a big ol' 6 out of 10. Just get New Leaf. It's a better experience for half the cost, or at least for now, until Nintendo ports it to the Switch at full cost, so fuck you.